We're seeing teams that are adopting AI into their end-to-end processes and ways of working go 3 to 4 times faster than traditional teams. Smaller teams are going to adopt AI much faster just because of the nature that there's less people to tell what you're doing and how you're doing your work every day. If you have just a couple people in your day-to-day interactions that you work with, then you're going to talk about what you just tried with X AI model. But if you have a larger team and you're much more used to doing an individual contributor task, there's so many people on your team that you might not be able to share exactly what you're working on. So it not only matters what the size of the team is, but also how you work day to day. Do you have a lot of communication and open communication on your team? Is your team the type of team that shares what they're working on every day and how they're working in new ways, or do they keep it to themselves and just try to complete the day's tasks? If you're sensing tension on your teams, then that should definitely be a red flag for you. If you're seeing some employees talking excitedly about how they're using AI in their processes and other employees saying, I haven't done that, or having a more negative view, then that's a sign you need more alignment across how to use it on that team. I think the best approach to start this change is to really understand where are you at today in your organization with AI adoption. And I think that can be a little bit hard to discern. Sometimes we think that we are sending a clear message about how we would like AI to be adopted in our organization. But how is that being implemented in the day-to-day work of your teams? So I would take an approach of truly trying to understand what does day-to-day look like for your teams and using the AI tools that you're providing to them. Do you have team members who are just plugging it in to complete small tasks? Or do you have employees that are creating whole skill sets that can be shared with other areas of your organization? If you can get a good sense of what that looks like across your teams, programs, and portfolios, and get a clear picture, you can even see a heat map of what that looks like and where you should target training and target a little bit more effort towards AI adoption in those areas that have lower levels of maturity. What we're seeing in organizations is that often you're going to end up having AI native teams also working with teams that have been long-standing and are just trying to figure out how to adopt their AI practices. This can create a lot of friction. So what you want to make sure that you do is that while you're pushing for AI use in and around your organization, you also want to evaluate the ways that those teams are working, because that can end up being your biggest bottleneck. Now that it's going to be 10 times easier for your leaders to create objectives and key results, how do you know that they're actually measuring what they need to measure to produce the business outcome that you want? You don't just want more of them, you want the right ones. But I couldn't help but think, what's the overall objective here? How do we make sure that when we're doing that task, we're getting the value that we need out of it? An example could be writing OKRs, objectives and key results. Do you want more of them, or do you want them to represent the right business outcome?